Hello everyone and welcome to another Pyro Gaming video. Let's talk about PvP exotics, specifically my 5 favorite exotics to use in the Crucible right now. We will be excluding power weapons since you don't get to use those all the time, you only get to use them when you pick up power ammo, go figure. And we'll instead focus on special and kinetic weapons. I want to keep this video short and sweet, so in no particular order, let's go ahead and jump right in. The Huckleberry exotic submachine gun is what I would call one of the most underrated Crucible weapons right now. I don't see a lot of people using this, but when you get this thing masterworked and you have the exotic perk Ride the Bull in conjunction with the masterwork perk Bull Rider, which reloads your magazine completely on a kill, and you combine that with Rampage, you have what is an absolutely shredding submachine gun in PvP. Think of this thing as kinda like being a year 1 anti-OD that you never ever have to reload. And even without a masterworked catalyst on the Huckleberry, it is still very good. You just don't refill your entire magazine, you refill part of your magazine until you fully upgrade the Huckleberry catalyst. All in all, this is a fantastic exotic to use in the Crucible right now. Next up, we have the exotic hand cannon Ace of Spades. You of course get this by completing the Cade 6 quest. I won't reveal any spoilers to that, but I will say this, if you are a fan of hand cannons in the Crucible, this is pretty much the hand cannon for the Crucible. This thing has some of the best range of any hand cannon in the game, and once you get its exotic perk Memento Mori going, which gives you 6 powerful bullets when you reload after any kill, and there's no time limit on these, they last until you shoot them, you do insane amounts of damage with Memento Mori bullets. You can actually 3-tap in the Crucible with 2 headshots and 1 body shot, and another perk is high caliber rounds, which will stagger your enemies. Altogether, probably best hand cannon in the Crucible. Next up, we have one of the more annoying weapons in the Crucible to get killed by, and that is the fusion rifle Telesto. Telesto, of course, has projectiles that stick to surfaces, whether that be the floor, the ceiling, the walls, your teammates, enemies, whatever, it sticks to pretty much anything. And as long as you can get a couple of those projectiles near an enemy, chances are you're going to get a kill. Telesto, of course, is a fusion rifle, so it does require special ammo, not kinetic, meaning you will be limited to the amount of times that you can use this during a match, but I wanted to include it because it is currently meta, and that's what this video is about, is the best exotics in the Crucible. I personally don't use this, but a lot of people do, so there you go. Next up, we have the exotic scout rifle known as the Jade Rabbit. The Jade Rabbit is the high-impact archetype of scout rifle and can 3 or 4-tap depending on certain situations in the Crucible. Now what makes this scout rifle really good in Crucible is if you're playing distance, the Fate of All Fools perk, which grants bonus precision damage after you chain a few body shots, also reloads your magazine. Another great thing about this is the Fate of All Fools perk works across multiple enemies, not just the same one. So if you have 2 or 3 enemies across the map and they're all using their Telestos, you can just sit there and hit body shots and then hit them with some high damage precisions and finish them off. It's actually a really good gun and I don't see a lot of people using it. Next up, we have the exotic auto rifle known as Suros Regime. This thing is beastly in the Crucible right now. If you put this thing on and equip a dual speed receiver, which is the Destiny 2 version of Destiny 1's focus fire, meaning it slows down your rate of fire and increases damage, you have an insanely quick time to kill in the current Crucible meta. The time to kill for Suros Regime is on par with everything that we've talked about in this video, with the exception of something like, say, Telesto, because it's a special. But as far as kinetic/primary weapons go, this is honestly one of the best ones. I would definitely recommend giving this thing a shot. And before I let you guys go, I do want to give you a bonus exotic, and that is the PS4 exclusive exotic trace rifle Wave Splitter. This thing is so good in Crucible and has such a fast time to kill, it honestly feels kind of broken. To compare it to something that you might have experienced, I would say it's kind of like Prometheus Lens a couple of months ago when Prometheus Lens was broken before they patched it. This thing's time to kill is actually absurd. You can go around melting people in Crucible, and with Forsaken Exotics not being very common right now, if you get your hands on one of these on PS4, you are going to have a very good advantage in Crucible. If you get one, take it in there, try it out. And there you have it, guys. Those are my 5 exotics that I would recommend everybody try out right now, plus the bonus for PS4 people being Wave Splitter. That's going to bring this video to an end. Drop a comment in the box below. Let me know what your favorite Crucible exotic is, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, click like. If you're new to the channel, click subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, I fucking love you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and take care.